I've been thinking long and hard about what Independence Day means to me as a person with a nice tan. You see, I've been brown for a while now, and I notice things like when a non-white person's story gets thrown on the back burner by the privileged people in charge in hopes that it'll be forgotten about. Back in 1776, when the Declaration of Independence was signed by a bunch of pale, slave-owning, closeted gay men, we were told that everyone, yes, everyone, would have a right to freedom with a government that would derive its power from the consent of the people. Now, who exactly are the people and what are they consenting to? It sure didn't seem like the Native Americans consented to having their own land stolen from them and being slaughtered. But hey, their skin was kind of dark. Their language was so foreign, even though they were literally standing on their own land. And if we're honest, their worldviews were beyond most white people's comprehension level. Freedom ain't free, Deborah. Oof. I highly doubt the Africans who were brought over here against their will, sold, and enslaved consented to being treated as less than human. It sure seems like a certain group of people are making it incredibly hard for other groups of people to exist. But hey, maybe it gets better. Let's keep going. Well, that sure is a lot of barbed wire being used at these Japanese-American internment camps back in the 1940s. Ah, yes, Mexicans and Mexican-Americans living locked up in cages. It makes sense, though, since the United States has the largest prison population in the world and the highest per capita incarceration rate. Show me what democracy looks like. Aha! There it is! Look at all those white-ass human beings with guns storming the Capitol building in Michigan. They look so free. Wait a minute. There's something going on here with these pictures. I think I'm starting to notice a pattern here. It's almost as if this Declaration of Independence was intended and built for specific-looking people. What? It's as if the white people in charge wanted to completely disregard the significance and experience of a group of people that look different than them. Sound familiar? For a day that is supposed to be a celebration of freedom, how can I or any non-white person possibly be expected to celebrate the true definition of freedom when we are taught in our formative years to see the entire nation through the white privileged lens? The truth is, 4th of Julio is Independence Day for white Americans. No one likes saying it because it's an uncomfortable truth. And yet, here we are in 2020, and so many people living here are not fucking free. To me personally, freedom is not having a white privileged person trying to convince me and themselves that my perspective as a person of color is invalid. Freedom is being able to go into an overly priced retail store and not get told by an employee that the cameras are watching everything I do. Freedom is not having to buy a gas mask or think about wearing a bulletproof vest to protect myself from my own city's police department that uses rubber bullets and tear gas against peaceful protesters. Not against these protesters, though. Freedom is being able to use my voice and ask for inclusion without being met with defensiveness and told, "You should really be grateful for all the progress we've made so far. Please, for white people's comfort, settle for less than you deserve." The United States definitely lets some people be free, but it's not a freedom I'm proud of.